In the midst of a busy shift, Maria helps a boy who forgets his wallet, not knowing he is Barron Trump. What begins as a simple favor soon leads to a visit from Melania Trump and a surprise. Maria's world is about to be transformed in ways she never expected. Where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and please complete our 1,000 subscribers for more inspiring stories. It was another bustling afternoon at McDonald's on Maple Street with lines of customers eager to grab their favorite meals. Among the cheerful chaos, Maria Summers, a 21-year-old college senior, was managing the register. Maria's shift was in full swing, and she moved efficiently, her warm smile brightening the day of everyone she served. Maria loved her job, not for the fast-paced nature, but for the human connections she made daily. What she didn't realize was that today, a single act of kindness would alter her life in ways she never imagined. Amid the usual crowd of families and professionals, a teenage boy entered, his tall frame slightly hunched as he scanned the menu. He wore a simple navy hoodie and sneakers, blending into the crowd, though his demeanor set him apart. He looked composed, yet shy, as though he was new to being in such an ordinary setting. When it was his turn, the boy stepped forward. "A quarter-pounder meal, please," he said, his voice low but polite. Maria smiled warmly, ringing up his order. "That'll be $7.89. The boy reached into his pocket, but his expression shifted as he patted himself down. I don't have my wallet," he said, his face turning crimson with embarrassment. Maria didn't miss a beat. "No worries at all," she said, sliding her card into the payment terminal. "This one's on me. It happens to everyone." The boy's blue eyes widened. "You don't have to do that," he stammered, clearly touched. "I want to," Maria said, handing him the receipt along with his tray. "Enjoy your meal." The boy nodded, his gratitude evident. "Thank you," he said softly before heading to a corner booth. Maria brushed off the encounter, returning to the busy flow of her shift. Little did she know, the boy she had just helped was Barron Trump, the youngest son of Melania Trump. He had ventured out discreetly, convincing his security team to let him have a moment of normalcy. The simple act of kindness left an impression on him. That evening at dinner, Barron recounted the incident to his mother. "She didn't hesitate, Mom. She just helped me," he said earnestly. Melania, always attuned to her son's emotions, was moved. She recognized the value of such genuine acts of kindness and decided this was something that deserved acknowledgement. Days later, Maria's shift began like any other. She greeted customers, filled orders, and kept the atmosphere light despite the demands of the lunch rush. But everything changed when the restaurant's buzz fell silent. Maria looked up to see a poised woman in an elegant white ensemble entering, flanked by a small group. It took Maria only a moment to recognize her. Melania Trump, walking with grace and confidence. Barron by her side. Maria's breath caught. Why were they here? She stood frozen as Melania approached the counter, her warm yet commanding presence filling the space. "Are you Maria Summers?" Melania asked, her voice kind but firm. "Yes, ma'am," Maria managed, her hands gripping the edge of the counter. Melania's face softened. "I'm Melania Trump. My son, Barron, told me about your kindness last week. I came to thank you personally." Barron stepped forward, his shyness giving way to a quiet sincerity. "What you did meant a lot to me," he said. The moment seemed to hang in the air as Maria tried to process what was happening. A mix of shock, awe, and humility welled up inside her. And as the crowd quietly watched, this extraordinary encounter would mark the beginning of a life-changing journey Maria never anticipated. The silence in the McDonald's was palpable as Maria stood face to face with Melania Trump and her son, Barron. She could hardly believe the First Lady of the United States was standing there, thanking her for something she considered so small. Before Maria could find the words to respond, Melania reached into her bag and pulled out a sleek white envelope. "This is for you," she said, her voice warm and sincere. She placed it in Maria's trembling hands. Maria glanced at the envelope, unsure of what to expect. I don't know what to say," she stammered, her voice barely audible. "Kindness deserves recognition," Melania said, her smile genuine. "You didn't have to help my son, but you did. That speaks volumes about your character." Barron chimed in, his voice steady but soft. "Thank you again. I know it might have seemed like a small thing, but it meant a lot to me." Encouraged by their warmth, Maria found her voice. "It was nothing, really. I believe in helping people when I can." Melania nodded, clearly moved by Maria's humility. "The world needs more people like you," she said. As Maria opened the envelope, her eyes widened. Inside was a handwritten note from Melania, thanking her for her kindness and expressing deep appreciation. But there was something more. A check for $25,000 labeled as a scholarship for excellence. Maria's heart raced as she tried to comprehend the magnitude of what she was holding. I can't accept this," Maria said, her voice breaking. Melania placed a gentle hand on hers. "This isn't just a gift. It's an investment in your future. Barron told me you're in college. Use this to chase your dreams." Tears welled up in Maria's eyes as the weight of the moment sank in. She had always struggled to balance her studies with long shifts at McDonald's, often wondering how she'd make ends meet. This scholarship was more than money. It was a lifeline. The restaurant erupted in applause as customers and coworkers alike cheered for Maria. Many had overheard the exchange, their phones capturing the moment. The warmth of the room was almost tangible, a testament to how one act of kindness could ripple outward. After posing for a few photos and chatting briefly, Melania and Barron prepared to leave. But before they did, Barron turned to Maria one last time. "You're a really kind person," he said. "Thank you again." Maria watched them go, her heart full. The rest of her shift passed in a blur, and by the time she got home, the story was already trending online. News outlets picked up on the moment, celebrating Maria's act of generosity and the Trumps' response. But Maria didn't dwell on the newfound attention. Instead, she focused on her studies, now with the financial freedom to cut back on her shifts and dedicate more time to her future. Inspired by the Trumps' recognition, she also began volunteering at local shelters, paying kindness forward in her own way. Months later, Maria received another letter, this time directly from Barron. It was a simple note thanking her again and sharing how her gesture had inspired him to be more thoughtful and aware of the world around him. The two began exchanging letters occasionally, forming an unlikely but genuine friendship. In the end, Maria's story wasn't about fame or money. It was about the profound impact of a single act of kindness, the ripple effect it created, and how it brought together people from entirely different worlds. And for Maria, it was a reminder that no matter how small, every good deed has the power to change lives, starting with her own. Thank you for watching till the end video. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends too. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories.